Hi guys, here's another X-File video, and I believe this is episode 15. I don't really know, but part of the reason why I'm going to film right now is because I think I look flawless, actually. I think I look perfect today. Little pinup me looks perfect. It's just whenever I dress up like a pinup, I just feel like that much better looking, cute, perfect. I feel like I look perfect right now. So... second note, I would be filming in my room, but the lighting situation isn't that great, so now I'm on my bathroom floor. Don't judge me. Anywho, instead of covering one person in this vlog, I'm just gonna cover two. So the name of these two people are Sam and Timmy. And the reason why I'm gonna glomp these two together is because they were friends. Just let me tell the story, and then we can just have fun afterwards. So, when I moved back from Ecuador, I went to school in Riverside, California, and I was one of the only new kids at the school, me and two other people, Sam and Timmy. And they were, growing up, they were actually best friends. So the whole story goes is I met Sam and I thought he was kind of cute or something, so I just started flirting with him because looking back, come to think of it, I am a pretty big flirt. So the whole Sam thing, I remember, like, you know, I flirted with him, and then the time that he like started to flirt back with me, I decided I didn't like him anymore, and I was like, nope, I'm done, goodbye. Because he was just kind of creepy, and he would just like stare at me, or like he would stare at me and then he would just kind of look at me weird, and I'm not sure if he would follow me around, but I remember sitting next to Megan and her mom, because her mom was a teacher at my school, and he just came next to me and he just put his foot on the chair next to me and like stared at me, and I thought that was kind of creepy and weird. And let's see. The thing is, though, Sam and I actually began to be good friends during the school year. I didn't, like, I liked him, and then he liked me back, and I was like, no thank you, and he stopped liking me, and then I ended up having a crush on him again. I'm a terrible person. I think I enjoy the chase more than an actual person, and I seek out for things that I cannot have. So, you know, at least I'm being honest. So, like, I remember that, like, in English class, junior year of high school, he was asleep a lot, and one time I tried to wake him up, and then everyone else around me got really mad. Megan and I, we still kind of have this ongoing joke. He would go behind us, and he would say, like, in a really, really creepy voice that I'm gonna try right now. Hello, little girl. Would you like a Twinkie? And he would say that to us a lot. It's just kind of weird and... Okay, like, he was weird, but he was fun, and he was my friend. But I just remember, like, junior year of high school, we had this retreat, and I was, like, sad. I was like, why don't you like me? And I was, yeah. And, yeah, I just kind of remember crying, and then, like, he held me, and then, because he knew that I was sad because he didn't like me. And then he held me, and then we sung the worship song together, and I tried to kiss him on the cheek after that, but he was like, no, thank you. I don't even know what I was thinking. I was in high school, okay? And yeah, so I think he was only there at the school for 1 or 2 years, and then senior year, he definitely wasn't there. And I haven't really heard from him since. I know that he's obsessed with cars. He really likes foxes, and his favorite color is orange. But I just lost touch with the guy. I think he goes to school in Michigan now. Like, he goes to college in Michigan. But he's a really, really intelligent kid, and he's nice, and he was my friend, but then he moved and we stopped being friends because he didn't go to the school anymore, as you can probably imagine. You know, things like that happen. And what else can I say about him? Yeah, that's about it. I mean, he was weird, but he was nice, and we were friends. I mean, I did like him, but by the looks of it, I had a crush on, like, everyone. I'm a terrible, terrible human being. Okay, so the next story that I'm going to tell is Timmy. And this is where it goes south, like really, really quickly. So Timothy was, you know, Sam's friend, and it was kind of weird because I had a crush on both Sam and Timmy at the same time. And then Megan said that Megan told me she had a crush on, I think it was like, okay, I had a crush on both Sam and Timmy. And Megan also had a crush on both Sam and Timmy. And now we look back at that and both of us think, what the hell were we thinking? Oh, side note, Sam is now asexual. That's what he told me. And Megan, that's what he told everyone before he left school. Yeah, just side note. Okay, so yeah. So I remember that I had a crush on both of them. And then I think Megan said, yeah, I have a crush on Timmy. And I was like, you know what? Okay, Megan, go. Go have a crush on Timmy. I'll just focus on Sam. And then we found out that Timmy was a creeper. Let me just kind of start from the beginning. When we first met Timmy, he seemed like you know, kind of like a quiet new guy. But one day, after school, I was waiting for my dad to pick me up, and he was there too. So I ended up sitting next to him, and I tried to talk to him, but he was really disinterested in the conversation. And he was like talking about how he went to a party and there was this girl there and she was a college girl and he got to dance with her at this party. So yeah, there's that. But just, okay, so I had a crush on him and so did Megan. But then there came a point where Megan was like, oh, I like him. So I was like, okay, whatever, you can have him type thing. I'm laughing at myself now because, Timmy. So time goes on and he's just he's a creeper, and this is why. He just got really odd, and he would stare at you, and I guess he would say inappropriate things. I ended up not talking to him very much. Him and Sam didn't, they, you know, ended up going their separate ways. Timmy ended up dating, two of my friends at the time. He dated this girl named Lauren, and he also dated this girl, and I'm pretty sure he also dated McKaylee. I'm not sure if he dated McKaylee. I'm pretty sure he did, but I'm not really, no. He probably dated McKaylee. I don't really remember, but I know he dated Lauren. But the stories that I would hear about this kid. So I wasn't there for this, but I heard from pretty credible sources or whatever. So he apparently during physics class, he would walk around the class, like he would be wearing yoga. Okay, first off, he would walk around class and he would watch porn on his iPod or iPhone or whatever. And first off, that teacher, why didn't that teacher see this and stop it? Why didn't anyone saw that? First off, you're at school. Why are you watching porn? Second off, how do you even have Wi-Fi at this school? Third off, again, why didn't anyone say anything? Fourth, seriously, why didn't anyone say you're watching porn at school? Stop. And mind you, this was at a Christian school. No one wanted to stop him. Okay, so that's one thing. He would walk around and watch porn on his iPod thing. Second off, apparently he would walk around in sweatpants, but he wouldn't wear any underwear. I'm not really sure how you can tell that, but apparently that was the thing that he did. Third off, again, I didn't see this, and thank God this did not happen to me. He would go up to girls' desks during class, and he would just even though his pants were still on, he would flop his penis on the desk. Why? Again, no one wanted to stop him? If that happened to me, I would have punched him in the face. Or I would have told the teacher, hey, this guy just put his dick on my desk and he's watching porn during class. You don't want to stop this whatsoever? No, okay. I only liked him for like a few weeks. I just want to say that. I only liked him for a few weeks. So anyways, that was a thing that happened. And this is another thing that happened. Okay, so Megan's mom works at the school as an English teacher. Timothy's mom also worked at the school as an English teacher. So like there's like these rules that that teacher kids remember or like they abide by. Like, okay, one of the rules is you're not allowed to you're not allowed to be in a classroom if the teacher isn't there or if the teacher doesn't know. So, Mrs. Clark was just like, she was outside doing her own thing, and then she walks back into her room, and she sees Timmy sitting there in the dark, staring at her. And Mrs. Clark was just like, what the heck? Like, what are you doing here? Like, and he knows that he's not allowed to be in there without a teacher present. And he was just like, oh yeah, the door was open. And she just kind of looked at him like, why are you sitting in here? I was waiting for you for class to start. And like, it's during break time. Like, why are you waiting inside of a class for a teacher when you know you're not supposed to be there? But the fact that he was like sitting in there, like just waiting for her to come inside the classroom, just staring at her in the dark, nonetheless, is just creepy. And he used to go to school somewhere in Arizona, but I guess he missed home too much, so he came back to California, and he's somewhere in SoCal, I think at Hope, studying. But another thing that I find really creepy is that when he was a sophomore in college, he was dating a girl at our high school who was a freshman, I think, at the time. Like, that, to me, that's just, okay, so personally, I think that if you're gonna date someone, just kind of, like, if you're already in college, at least date someone who's, like, a senior in high school, who's at least 18, because, like, that's just the huge, like, there's different maturity levels, and if you're in college and your girlfriend's, like, early high school, what the hell are you thinking? Anyways, another story that proves that he is creepy as hell. His girlfriend, again, the sophomore, or the freshman, she was young. The girlfriend was like, she was like in a play or something. She was in a play at school. And so he would come to the school to, hang out with her and visit her. Like, okay, that sounds kind of normal, like whatever. However, he was there so much, and he, like, I guess disrupted the play practice so much that the music teacher who was directing the play, she actually had to come up to him and she's like, I'm sorry, but you can't come here anymore. So, yeah, like, that's, because, it's not just one time. It was, like, multiple times, and apparently he was, like, disrupting them so much. The music teacher was even like, hey, don't come here anymore. Like, you're not allowed to see her while we're trying to practice. Now he's single, I think, because Megan and I looked at his Facebook once, and it said that he was single, but still, like, the story of him, of all his little antics in physics class, him dating a chick who's, like, way younger than him, him actually getting kicked out of play practice for being creepy. But yeah, but the thing is, it's like, his mom's super nice. Like, I love his mom, and his younger brother is really nice. I remember though that one time I went over to my high school, my old high school, just to visit, and then afterwards I ended up going to his house because I was actually good friends with his little brother. And so we were hanging out, and then, like, his mom was there, and his mom was like, hey, Timmy, you should come down because Kim's actually here, and she wants to see you and talk to you. He came down for a few minutes. Okay, so he gained a lot of weight, but that kind of ends up happening. And apparently he was so bored that he shaved his leg. I remember that happening that day. He just came down, and he was like, yeah, I was really bored, so I shaved my leg. What? Okay, whatever. But I just want to say that when Megan and I first met him, he was actually really cute, and he was, like, somewhat normal. And then I don't even know. Like, Megan and I still refer to him as the creeper. Just saying. Okay, well, that concludes episode. I'm pretty sure this is episode 15. If I'm wrong, oh well, it'll be in the title. Thank you for watching.